Hey guys, today's going to be a fun recipe. I'll be making grilled salmon. This is going to be the last seafood dish in our Lent series 2015. I'm going to be serving this grilled salmon over a bed of mango salsa. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. So here I have 3 mangoes and these happen to be in season. I'm going to use half this lemon, a piece of this tomato, a piece of this bell pepper, some of this red onion, some of this cilantro, and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. But not a whole lot, okay? Just about a teaspoon. Now take a look at my assortment. Doesn't it look amazing already? Now something to know about tomatoes. Whenever you take this little stem off, you want to clean this whole belly button, navel, whatever you want to call it. You want to scrub it clean because that's where all the germs reside, okay? Now I'm going to teach you guys how to peel the mango. You can do this method where you cut the top off, cut the bottom off, and of course the mangoes are already washed, all right? And I already peeled off the little sticker that's always on them. Get the knife in here and just cut the skin off. I don't really like this method because see, when the mangoes ripe like this, it gets slippery and then I could get cut. I like it this way better, where it feels like I'm peeling a potato or an orange. Incidentally, if you guys ever get cut or burned while working in the kitchen, the best thing to use is the really raw honey, the one with the hive in it, the one that's not been pasteurized, because that will work better than any medicine you can buy, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but mangoes have a seed or a pit in the middle, so you kind of want to go ahead and cut around the edge of that, and then cut the flesh into bite-sized pieces. Don't worry about what's left on the seed, guys. Joshua and Joe are going to eat that up when they get in. So let me get this cut up, and then now to the onion. I'm going to dice this onion up. Not the whole thing though, just the half. I only want to make a small bowl of the salsa, okay? So I'm going to use half of everything that I have here. So I'm just cutting the onions, and you see how I do it. I just kind of cut cubes around and then lean it on its side, and then I just slice it, and then it comes off in perfect little dices. Now here comes the red bell pepper. I'm going to cut this into very small pieces, and I'm only going to use half of the pepper. And Terry Lyle, my viewer and subscriber that convinced me to try red, yellow, and orange peppers versus the green one, because I told him I hated the green bell peppers. Thank you so much. I really love these peppers now, okay? So here's 1 jalapeno. I'm not going to use a lot of jalapeno because I don't know how I messed up this week, but when I bought my jalapenos, I got the super hot ones. And so it's not just for flavor. This time around, it's carrying some heat. I mean, even Joe had to say, why did you tell me this pepper was so hot? And he can stand a lot of heat. I mean, I didn't know. So here comes my tomato, and I'm dicing it up just like I did the onion. And you see how I do it, right? I just go along one way, cut along the other way, and then I'm just going to lean it on its side and slice. And I'm going to get some cubes. And by the way, guys, whenever I'm making salsa, you always want to try to use Roma tomatoes. I don't happen to have any today, so I'm using this one. But the best thing is Roma because it releases less water in your salsa. Now, I just need half of the lemon. And I'm going to pick the seeds out of it because I don't want any seeds in my salsa. And then look at the platter. Now, how beautiful is this? Put the mangoes, then put the tomatoes. You know what, guys? There's no rhyme or reason to how to dump it into the bowl. You can just dump it all in at once. I'm just doing this to tantalize you guys because the colors in here are so gorgeous. Look at the red onion. Now, why do they call this red onion? Can somebody please write me in the comments and tell me why this is called red onions? Because when I first came from Belize to America, I used to call them purple onions for the longest time because it looks purple, right? So go ahead and stir this up with a spatula. And you just want to stir it up so that the ingredients can kind of marry, okay? So now I'm going to add the 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. And you can hardly see me pouring it in here right now because of the see-through bowl that it's in. Now here comes the lemon. And then I'm just squeezing the juice out of the half a lemon. I don't want to use the whole lemon because I don't want the salsa to be too tart. The salsa is actually going to be a cross between a little bit tart and a lot sweet because of the mangoes. Then you're going to get some spice from the jalapeno. Now in a beautiful bowl, you want to present this, and that's 1 cup, then 2 cups, and then here comes my 3rd cup, and that's what I got from all those ingredients is 3 cups of this beautiful salsa. Pick up all the pieces off my cutting board. I'm just going to go ahead and stick this in the refrigerator while I take care of the fish. But this is so fantastic and smelling so good. Ooh, my goodness. So here comes the fish. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I never use garlic salt because it has MSG. Put a teaspoon of chili powder, about a teaspoon or so of cayenne pepper, or maybe half a teaspoon. If you can't stand it too hot, don't put the cayenne pepper, but put the chili powder because that's going to give it a really good flavor. I put some black pepper. I never put salt in my rubs. I'm making a rub here. I never put salt in my rubs because then I can control the amount of salt that I get on the meats, okay? So you guys know that I have Meniere's disease and salt will, trigger it off. So that's why I'm always monitoring my salt. And now here, all I have to do is score the fish. Remember I did this on one of my last fish episodes? I show you guys how to kind of bunch up the fish like this and cut into it with a sharp knife to about halfway into the flesh. And the reason we do this is because we don't want the skin to bunch up on us when we grill it. And today I'm not going to be grilling on the stovetop like the last recipe. I'm going to be grilling on an electric grill. So that's going to be way easier for me. So all I have to do now is check for scales because some of this fish comes with scale on the skin still. I mean, they don't get it all. I'm putting some sea salt into the little cuts or slits or slots. Flip the fish over. And then I'm just going to go on ahead and put some sea salt here. See, I control the salt right there. Not a whole lot of salt because fish has salt that's already in it. Now here I'm sprinkling my rub on and it smells so good. It's kind of tickling my nose though because all of the peppers, the cayenne, the chili powder, and the black pepper that's in it. Just go ahead and sprinkle it and rub it in really well. I've heated up the grill and this grill is so simple to use. You just plug it in, heat it up. And when it's hot, this little blue light will come on. I'm brushing some olive oil onto the bottom and the top part of the grill. And this is Jory's grill, so shh, you guys, don't tell him I'm using his grill because he hates fish. And I'm going to have to wash this really well to get rid of all the evidence of fish on his grill. So I stick it in here, close the lid, walk away, go clean up my mess because it's going to take about 6 minutes. And then this green light's going to pop on. And that tells me it's done. So take a look at it. Let me open it up for you guys. Isn't this gorgeous? It has the grill marks and everything. This is so awesome. So I'm going to put it on this platter. And I always put it skin side down. I don't know why, but that's what I always do. And look at it. Gorgeous, right? So now the only thing left for me to do is plate it. And remember at the beginning of the show, I told you guys I was going to put the fish over the salsa. Well, I've changed my mind because this salsa is too gorgeous to hide with this fish. So I'm putting the salsa on top of the fish. And I want to get all the little pieces on and just really decorate it really, really beautiful. Because like I told you guys before, people will try your food if it's presented well, okay? So always keep in mind that you want it to look gorgeous. Isn't this so pleasing, appetizing, and wonderful? Now let's watch as Jada tastes. So Jada's home from the gym. That's the gym. And she's devouring my beautiful grilled salmon. All right, so this salsa has become my new favorite salsa. I love mangoes. And I love everything that's colorful, and this was so tasty and tart and sweet and everything all at once. I absolutely love this, and I think it goes well with seafood, any type of seafood. Next time I make it, maybe I'll chop up some shrimp or something in it, some shrimp cocktail. Anyways, this is absolutely delicious. I hope you guys make this. If you make it, please come back and tell me. I really appreciate your comments. I appreciate your likes and your shares. So you guys are so awesome. Thank you so much, and until I see you guys again, take care. Thank you so much for liking the video and subscribing. Please check out my other two channels, the product review channel, Bear Pantry Talk, and come have some fun with my family and me over at the vlog channel, Babs Bear Talk.